So learning.
Hello, one person here. How are you doing? All right. I wanted to do like a Q&A, so if you guys have any questions for me, I will definitely answer them. I also have a story that I want to share that I'm going to make into a video, but I figured might as well tell the people in the stream feeling lonely. That's okay. I think a lot of people are feeling lonely today. Many single people on the day of love, but it's okay because you're here with me, so we're balling. Um, do you guys have any like opinions on Valentine's Day? Because I've always felt like it's just another day. Like I don't really know why people get so upset over it because it's like it's just a day to buy things. I always like forget about Valentine's Day until the actual day. Oh, thank you, Alicia from the UK. It's so crazy when people say they're like, "Oh, I'm from England or I'm from Germany." I'm like, "Why are you watching my videos?" I mean, thank you, but like it's so crazy to me that there are people around the world watching my videos. So yeah, what's your favorite holiday? Put it in the chat. My favorite holiday is Halloween. It's the best. I don't like Christmas though. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of overhyped. Also, Christmas is like I don't know. It makes me sad because it's always like depressing for me. I don't know why. I think it's because like the seasonal depression thing. So I'm like reminded that it's getting cold and it's Christmas. You know what I mean? My birthday is my favorite holiday. Yup. Actually, my favorite holiday is my birthday. Oh my god. You don't celebrate Halloween where you're from? Where do you live? Yeah, I guess I feel like Americans take Halloween the most serious. Like I'm not obviously I can't speak for other countries obviously, but I feel like Americans just really go hard on Halloween. Like we love that holiday. Yes, food. Oh, Czech Republic. Okay. Do you guys like have any holidays that are just for your country or like for like that area? Like I'm curious because I obviously don't really know about holidays around the world. You've never celebrated Halloween? Damn. Well, you should. If you have the right people, it's fun. Yeah. Last Halloween was so boring. All I did was sit in my room and do nothing. Like I did not do shit. I'm pretty sure I watched like The Shining and then I went to sleep. um but what can you do? Hopefully next year it'll be better. Oh my god, imagine the world next year. Like let's say in a perfect world coronavirus doesn't exist, like and it's Halloween. I just feel like everyone's going to go crazy. Probably in a dangerous way, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture for Instagram so people know that I'm live right now, so don't mind me. Also, thank you for 4,000 subscribers. That is the best Valentine's Day gift I've ever gotten. So thank you. And thank you for being here. It's so crazy how like this channel has been growing. Like every week I hit a new milestone. So yeah, maybe we'll hit like 10K by like March. That would be cool. Thank you. Okay, smile, say hi, Instagram. It's like D'Angelo Wallace's his live streams if you watch him. I'm waiting for you guys to say hi, Instagram. Like I'm just gonna be sitting here until I get some messages. Thank you, Karina. See, she's a team player. She's a true fan. This is so exciting though. Like I've been thinking about what I want to do next. Like once I gain more subscribers, like what I want to do with my channel. And I was thinking about doing Twitch streams. Even though I don't play video games, I feel like I could still figure out something to do that's entertaining for you guys because it's just really fun being able to interact with you guys and like especially in real time. It's so cool. And Twitch streamers be making that money. Speaking of money, I was also thinking about making a Patreon one day. I think I'll do one at a time, so I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do first. If you have any suggestions, like which one you would be most interested in, let me know because I want to just make more content on different platforms eventually and like yeah. Do get ready with me like right now. I could have I should have live streamed me doing my makeup. That would have been cute. Maybe next time. I used to hate Valentine's Day, but then I realized I was being a hating ass bitch, so now I'm indifferent, but so happy for people who are happy celebrating. Honestly, that's the attitude I like to hear. Cause like I don't know why people hate Valentine's Day so much. Like, okay, so you're single and like I don't know. It's crazy how like Hallmark has brainwashed us all into being depressed on one silly day out of the year that's just meant to buy and sell things. So, yeah, it's okay if you're single. Love doesn't just exist within romantic partnerships. Love is everywhere in your family, your friends. So, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, people do all sorts of stuff on Twitch. You don't have to play games. I was thinking about doing like reaction content, like when people react to those like Jubilee videos, like I would love to do that because it just seems really fun and I always have shit to say, clearly. um, all the sites have huge sales right now. That's so true. I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing Savage X Fenty has a Valentine's Day line sale. Sorry, I need to close my door. Okay, sorry. um, a lot of people only get into relationships for cute photos, in my opinion. I guess if you're in like middle school, I feel like if you're doing that and you're like in your 20s, you like need to reconsider your life choices. Jubilee videos are so funny. Have you seen that video where it's like teenagers decide who gets $1,000? That shit had me dying. The girl who was like, "Can I quiz you about ocean facts?" I was like, "Who is she?" It's funny though because I feel like I've met that kind of girl. Like, I feel like as you get older, you realize like people are just prototypes or like archetypes, I should say. Like, there's just different kinds of people that exist. Is that her name, Nina? Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. What time is it there? It's 1:47 p.m. The fish girl. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like when I'm in a relationship though, like I hardly ever take pictures with them. Like I don't want to be like, okay, let's kiss in front of the camera so I can post it for my Instagram. Like nobody wants to see that. And it's not even because of that. It's just because like I don't know, I guess I don't think to do it. But anyway. irrelevant. Okay, I need to tell y'all about yes, because relationships are about the moment. You're not really thinking like, oh, I should take a picture right now if you're like enjoying the person's company. Or maybe you do. I don't know. For the memes. Um Shouldn't we love every day? Yes, we should, pink unicorn. I mean, I think it's okay to have like a day dedicated to expressing love, but I do agree that every day should, you know, be a day where you can express your feelings for your loved ones. Um, but I like getting chocolate, I guess. I think I have some actually. My gift to me. Oh, wow. Guys, what should I do for my 10K subscriber special? Like, I know that's a few weeks away, but I like to be prepared. Last time I did a Q&A, which was fun and fresh. I could do another one, but I feel like it's not really necessary. So, yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. Maybe I can pull a Kelly Stamps and like dance for y'all. Ooh, I could sing. Ooh, that's a good idea. I could sing if y'all are interested in that. A giveaway. What would I give away? Thank you, World of Daisy. I too am glad to see Black woman rising up in the YouTube community. Honestly, can we just talk about Kelly Stamps for a second and how iconic she is? Because I think she is truly paving the way for us Black female YouTubers. I know there are plenty who came before her, but it's just really nice to see a Black girl who I can relate to, who isn't just making videos about like hair and nails. Like all that stuff is valid, but I think she's really inspiring people like me to show like, oh, we can be Black girls and like make content about whatever we want, not just like a certain area. And like she made so many videos about how to start a YouTube channel, which inspired me to make my YouTube channel. So I feel like I owe a lot of my like success to her because she inspired me to just say fuck it and do it. And yeah, there just aren't a lot of Black female vloggers who like are just personality based or like, you know, not everything about their channel is about being Black. Not that that's a problem. Like I love channels like that, like T Noir, um, and people like that. But it's just yeah, it's cool to see that she is become so successful on YouTube because everyone says, oh, like if you're a Black YouTuber, you're gonna struggle, like you're not gonna get recommended, nobody's gonna give a shit about your videos. And it's like, okay, yeah, I know Black people are disadvantaged, but like we can still be successful. Like I hate seeing that stuff because it's so like um it's just draining and discouraging. And it's like I can be aware of the fact that Black people are disadvantaged, but I can also say like I can be successful regardless. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to represent more like Black women and represent people who are like me, who want to feel seen on the internet. So that's my rant about Kelly Stamps and how great she is. I feel like her content is like kind of, I don't know, something's a little different. It's not bad. It's just I feel like maybe she is not enjoying YouTube as much, which I can understand considering that, you know, once you get bigger, it's harder to be motivated because, you know, like comments can be really discouraging. I know the other day I was in a really bad mood because of all of like the mean comments that I get. And it sucks, but I hope she is still inspired and like somewhat passionate. YouTube is still a job. Like you don't have to be passionate about it all the time, but yeah, I don't know. If you've noticed a difference in Kelly Stamps' content, let me know. This is officially Kelly Stamps Discord now. She makes me want to make one, but I would get bullied at school for real. Honestly, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't know if you're like in middle school or high school or whatever, but like, I don't know the atmosphere of your school, but honestly, if people care, they're gonna stop caring after like the first couple of videos, and then they're gonna move on. And even if they don't, like, joke's on them, because you're gonna start a successful channel, right? You're gonna get that AdSense money, you're gonna get them sponsorships deals eventually, and you're gonna just stun on these hoes and they're gonna look stupid. Like, don't ever not do something because you're afraid of what other people think, because it's not their life, it's yours. And so what if people pick on you a little bit? It'll make you stronger in the end. But it's easy for me to say because no one's ever picked on me for my YouTube videos. Like, when I was in middle school, I made YouTube videos and I made them very public, and nobody cared, which I think says a lot, because in middle school I feel like that's when everyone's just evil. You should make a video talking about your personal spiritual journey. Sure, maybe. It's so personal that I feel kind of weird talking about it on the internet, but yeah, I mean, a couple of people have asked me about that, so I guess if you guys are interested in me talking about spirituality, I'd be down. Do you prefer being a small YouTuber or gaining popularity? I think both have their pros. Like, obviously, being a big YouTuber comes with, like, like money and success and popularity, and that all that stuff is really fun. But there's something about being a small YouTuber that's really, like, special. I don't know. It feels more real, right? Like, when you watch a small YouTuber, you're like, oh, this person I can relate to. Like, they're just like me. And, your personality can kind of change a little bit once you get bigger. And I hope I don't become like some egotistical asshole once I get bigger on YouTube. But when you watch a small YouTuber, they're humble and they're honest. And I feel like I'm in the perfect position right now because I can be as honest as I want to be. And for the most part, no one cares. Like, obviously you guys care and you support me, which I'm very grateful for. But I feel like if I were a bigger YouTuber, I would feel like I'm being held back because I would be like afraid of people trying to cancel me or like dumb stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like we have this small little corner of the internet that's really special, and it's like a little secret club. But that being said, I definitely want more people to see my videos. I've been pretty open about that on my channel because I mean, I work really hard on my content, and so more people I think should see it. I recently wrote a speech for a school speech forensics festival on pretty privilege because your video from last year inspired me. Oh, thank you. That video is from like a few months ago. I mean, I guess it is last year. Oh my God, it's 2021. That's so cool though. Thank you for telling me. What mean comments did you get? Oh, I get all sorts of mean comments, honey. Like, it's mostly just people who disagree with what I have to say, which is fine, but it's like you don't have to be an asshole about it. Like, relax. Did you ever find your YouTube journey, I guess, discouraging? Um, no, not really. Like, yeah, sometimes I'd like upload a video and I'm like, oh, it's not doing as well as I want. What am I doing? But then I'm like, uh, it's okay. Like, the weird thing about YouTube is you could post something and it won't get views right away, and then the next month it'll blow up. Like, my pretty privilege video had like 200 views for like a month or 2 months even, and then in like December, late December, it just started gaining traction like crazy. So that's stuff like that helps me stay motivated because I know like instant gratification is not the name of the game when it comes to YouTube. Like, you really have to be patient and just work your ass off. What can be discouraging though is when I see other creators who have way more subscribers than I do, but they put in half the work. And I know it's like you shouldn't compare yourself, right? Like, everyone's on their own journey. And I feel like because of how I'm building my channel, it'll allow longevity in the future. But sometimes it's hard when I see someone who like makes videos and they have like 50,000 subscribers and they've been making videos for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, how? So that stuff can be annoying, but I try to just stay in my lane and just remember, like, regardless of how many subscribers I have in the moment, the growth that I've had on my channel is pretty nice. So, um, Other people's opinions aren't worth shit. I'd say 90% of the time, yeah. Because sometimes I'm like, okay, like that's an interesting perspective, but most of the time it's people just getting butthurt in the comments and trying to be mean. So I'm like, all right. I would do a little wait, sorry. And I would probably do a little of political commentary, and I imagine that wouldn't go over well. Um, yeah, I mean, the thing is, once you start out, no one really cares, like I said. So like I said, I can say whatever I want. No one's really coming for me. But yeah, anything worth doing in life is gonna be risky. Anything that could potentially change your life and be a really positive impact on you is going to be a bit scary. But if it's something that you feel passionate enough about, like eventually you're gonna do it, and you're just not gonna care that other people might disagree with you. So if you really, really want to do it, you'll do it. And if not, that's fine. uh, what's your hair type? I actually have no idea. I think it's like 4B. Thanks. Um, oh my God, sorry. I'm trying to read all these. Room tour. Y'all, my room is literally the size of this box. Like, you don't understand. Okay, I could show you a room tour in 2 seconds. There you go. That's literally it. Like, I'm not even kidding. So, and then there's like, oh shit, the floor, and I keep like stuff under there. Like, you can see my suitcase. I should turn on my light, shouldn't I? For the vibes. Someone said my room looks cozy. Let's make it cozier. But yeah, my room is really cozy. It's small, but it's cozy, and it's really nice at night because you can see the lights and everything. I'll turn off the blinds. Turn off the blinds. What am I saying? Is that better? A little bit? Okay. Do you know Sneeko? Do you feel like you're similar to him? I do know Sneeko. I actually met him. Almost met him. Sorry, I almost met him like a month ago. Because he saw my video about hip hop and blah blah blah. But we ended up not hanging out. So maybe one day I'll run into him in the city. It would be cool. He seems like an interesting person. A lot of people have compared me to him. Like, people are like, "Oh, you're the female Sneeko," and I'm like, "That's cute." I'm not. Like, I'm not the fucking female version of anybody. I'm just me. But I mean, it's a compliment. Like, I like his videos. He also inspired me to make YouTube videos, especially commentary, because it's so rare nowadays to see YouTubers who actually speak their mind and say something that's not politically correct or unpopular. And I respect the hell out of his content because he's one of the few people who actually just tells it like it is. Like, even if I don't agree with him, I respect that he says what's on his mind and he's not afraid of people disagreeing. Because, like, the thing is, if you don't care about being canceled, you just won't. Like, people can try and be like, oh, this person's problematic, but if you keep doing you and you keep not giving a fuck, like, eventually people are just gonna not care. Whereas if you're someone like, I don't know, Emma Chamberlain. If Emma Chamberlain said half the stuff that I said, she would be canceled instantly because that's not the kind of content she makes, and she's not someone who would like just be like, you know what, I don't care, this is what I think. You know what I mean? Like, if you show people that you are cancelable, they'll cancel you. You know what I mean? Like, some people will apologize over the simplest little stuff. And I feel like once you start getting in the habit of doing that, people know that they can try to call you out for anything, and it'll get their attention, and they'll be manipulated into apologizing for something they don't need to apologize for. Okay. Have there ever been people who watched your videos who you wished didn't, just out of discomfort? Okay, yes, my dad. My dad watches my videos and I love him, but I don't need him to like respond to every video that I make, cuz sometimes I'm like, this is kind of awkward, cuz in a way, like, I view YouTube as a job at this point. Like, it's a fun job, but it's still something that is like, I want to keep professional. And so it's like, imagine if I went to your job every day and was just like, what are you doing? Like, it's just weird, especially if I'm talking about something more adult, because I know he's going to watch it. Like, my hot girl video, the intro's a little saucy. And he watched it and he was like, yeah, that beginning really scared me, but like the point that you made in your video was good. And I was like, thanks, Dad. Like, I kind of wish you just didn't watch it, but it's fine. People need to start giving constructive criticism rather than just straight up hating. Yup. Also, I'm very mentally fragile, and I think mean comments are kind of scary. Mean comments are scary, but eventually you just get used to it. Could you make a pretty privileged part 2? I don't know. I don't think I really have anything else to say about it. Like, if I had more thoughts, maybe, but as of right now, I don't think I will because I've kind of said everything I've needed to say. The video's like 30 minutes long. I don't know how to describe it, but like small channels feel cozy. That's probably not the right word, but seeing you be able to read all the messages and being engaging with your viewers easily is really cool. Yes, people love that shit. They want to be able to actually engage with their creators that they like. And yeah, the fact that I can read every single comment and respond is really cool because if I had like 100,000 subscribers, it would be way harder. So that's one of my favorite things about being a small channel is it's really easy to interact with you guys. Like when you DM me or comment, like I don't respond to every single one because I do get a lot of them and it's just kind of mentally draining to try and do all of them, but it's amazing being able to interact with you guys. Like we're just friends. Like it's literally like we're just friends. It's not like, oh, my fans, I guess I'll respond to my fan mail today. You know what I mean? But of course I want you to blow up because your videos are amazing and you're really kind and open-minded. Thank you. I feel like I'd respond in a bad way to mean comments to get canceled because I have no patience with bullshit. Girl, who are you speaking to? Because there's so many times where I've wanted to just clap back on these bitches in the comments. Like, girl, if I want to hurt your feelings, like I can do it. I think y'all know me at this point. Like if I could just go off, I would go off. But it's like they want that, you know? They want that attention. And there's nothing more satisfying than not giving somebody what they want. But one of these days, like if it's warranted, I'll do it because it's like there's being patient and being like taking the high road, and then there's like being just standing up for yourself. Like, you know, you can't just talk to me like any type of way. I know this is the internet, but you will respect me. And if not, like click out. Do you think if you grow, I love your makeup. Thank you. I did it special just for you guys. I never do eyeshadow, but I figured gotta look cute for the live. Okay. Do you think if you grow bigger, you would feel hesitant about sharing some opinions more openly because of the critics that, yeah. I've definitely thought about this. I hope I don't become like a pussy and just like stop speaking my mind. I don't think I will, because then it would be like, well, people would stop watching, you know, like people come to my channel to hear my hot takes and my opinions. But, you know, if I'm big enough, I feel like it'll also help me with being more confident about sharing my opinions because I know that enough people believe in me and agree with me. So it's like clearly I'm doing something right here if I have a big following and I can still be honest. And at the end of the day, like I just try to preach self-love and self-acceptance and kindness. Like I'm never trying to be mean. I'm never trying to hurt anybody by being honest. And as long as I know that I'm doing that, then that's good enough for me. Of course, some people will just take it for what they want, but as long as I know, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, then I think I'll be okay. You've inspired me to start my YouTube channel. Oh my God, really? I love it. I'll check it out after this. What do you make videos about? I just know you're gonna blow up in 2 months. Don't forget about us, OGs. Oh, I won't. I recognize your profiles, so it's really cool to see like the regulars. I love that. Do you do anything other than YouTube? Yes, I'm an actor and a singer. I really want to release music one day, like once I have a big following and I know people actually listen to it. Like I'm trying to be like Troye Sivan in this bitch, okay? But yeah, I've done musical theater my entire life. I've been performing since I can remember. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of me. Yes. Here's a picture of me in Sister Act, the musical in high school. I've also done some paid work. Not gonna lie, my resume is pretty dope. Like, I don't really talk about it a lot on my channel, but I am a performer at heart. And yeah, YouTube has always been a nice extra way for me to be creative and entertain people. So I hope that I can use YouTube as a way to open some doors with my other passions in the future. Would you ever see yourself branching out of YouTube? Love your covers. Yes, I kind of just said that, but yeah, I would definitely like to branch out of YouTube and do bigger things eventually, but that's like some time away. I love your locks. Thank you. Pretty privilege part 2, please. Oh my god. I don't want to be one of those people who like just hangs on to that one viral moment they had, but if y'all really want it and I can think of something, then I'll do it. Not to be invasive, have you ever questioned your sexuality? Yes, I still do. This sounds really weird, but you have really nice teeth. Thank you. Yes, I had Invisalign in high school. This is $1,000,000 smile, baby. Well, more like a few thousand, but thanks. What's your zodiac sign? I'm a Taurus sun, a Pisces moon, and an Aquarius rising. Peep the zodiac wheel in the background. Why are people talking on TikTok? I'll get into that in a moment. I basically just reiterated what I said in my last video, and people literally were sending me hate mail. Like, they found my Instagram and started calling me like names and shit. It was really crazy. Oh my god. Hey, Ashley. Sorry it took me forever to get to your message. I hope you're still here. How are you doing? I love you too. Ashley is my friend from home. She my best friend. She a real bad bitch. Got her own butt. Okay. It's refreshing to see opinionated people. Yup. I hope to see more of it. I think there's been like not a resurgence, but there's been a rise of like commentary YouTubers speaking their truth, and it's really cool. I lived in China and traveled around Asia for a bit. I really think the ambiguous race look is just an American thing. Asia seemed to be really white centric. Yeah, from what I've seen. I mean, I don't know much about Asian culture because I've never been to Asia, but that sounds about right. Or should I say, sounds about white. Sorry. That was corny, wasn't it? To your dad, yeah, girl, I know. Imagine your father watching a video of you like making sex eyes and like rolling around. Like, that's disturbing. It's very disturbing. My mom watched that video too, and it was like the first video she ever watched of mine, and I was like, okay, like, I'm glad you guys support me. Like, I really am very happy that you support me, but you can stop now. How can I become uncancelable as a newbie? I do want longevity. No one's gonna cancel you as a newbie. They have nothing to cancel you over. Something I reminded myself of every day, because I go to bed at night having nightmares about like getting canceled, but it's like, who the fuck is trying to cancel me? I have 4,000 subscribers. Like, nobody cares. They only are interested in canceling you if they have something they can take away from you. Can you make a video about colorism and TikTok profit off of Black women? Sure. Colorism. I'd love to see what's in your wardrobe. My closet isn't really that impressive right now. But if you want to see more of my clothes, go watch my how to put together outfits video. But yeah, I haven't really been dressing very nicely lately because I don't fucking go anywhere. Do you think a kind of pretty privilege exists among guys? Yes, I do. I think pretty privilege for men is like kind of what I said in my male gaze video. Like, if I'm on the subway and a man is staring me down, I'm gonna be like, ew. But if he's cute and he's staring me down, I'll be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I am very wary against men just because being in the city, they're kind of like the enemy, low key. But if they're attractive, I automatically think they're more trustworthy. Like, at least on like the surface level, not so much like personally, but I think if you're an attractive man, it goes a long way, especially as a woman. And, you know, men have beauty standards too, but that's a different conversation. Girly, I aspire to love myself as much as you do. It's like actually so inspiring how much you respect yourself. Thank you. I hope I have that effect on many people who watch my videos because it's like there's so many girls out there who just don't love themselves. Men too, but I feel like self-esteem is such a huge problem with women and I just want people to know that you're allowed to be confident like even if you're not fully there, it's okay to love yourself and be open about it because I think as women, even if we are confident on the low, like we are afraid to say it because we don't want to come off as like cocky or, you know, arrogant or whatever. But there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. I think we all know that. Are you going to do some videos about sexuality and general sex life? I am not planning on it, but if something comes to me, sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would ever talk about my sex life on the internet because that's a little too much, but yeah, maybe. What's your opinions about friendship? Do you think you've had real friends? Yeah, I have really great friends. Like, that's probably one of the best parts. I see you, Ashley. I'm still in this vid. Don't play. I love you. Sorry. I have some. Speaking of friends, I have great friends like Ashley, and I'm very, very, very grateful for the friends that I have in my life. But I do give myself credit because I know how to pick friends, and you know, I think a lot of people struggle with putting up boundaries and picking their friends selectively. Like they're just friends to anybody because it's like, oh, that person likes me, so I guess I have to like them too and be friends with them as if you owe them something, but you really don't. And I think you should be selective with your friends because those people are very influential on your life and who you are as a person. Like who you keep around you says a lot about who you are, I think. So yeah, friendship. um y'all are talking about canceling. uh, yeah, canceling is weird. Okay, so I guess I'll tell the story right now. I'm gonna make a video about this, so don't worry, but y'all will be the first to hear it. So last night, Ashley was actually witnessing this in real time. So I posted a TikTok and I was talking about like surgery and the Claremont twins. And so a bunch of people got really angry at me very quickly. And they were like, oh, like, you're such a hater. Like, what are you talking about, you ugly bitch? You know, just like normal stuff, right? And at first I thought it was funny. I was like, oh shit, like people are actually getting mad. And it was funny because before I was like, oh, I should make a video about TikTok comments and how toxic they are because people are very intense on that app, like in the comment section. And little did I know I would have plenty of material for that video because it literally happened to me. Like within like 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, like I was just getting floods of hate comments from people who don't fucking know me over something that I don't even think was problematic. Like I was literally just saying like plastic surgery is too normalized, like we need to relax, like this stuff is dangerous or it can be dangerous, and people just got super mad at me for it, and it was so weird because I was like, the girls on YouTube aren't talking about me like this. Like I thought YouTube comments were bad, but child, TikTok is like so much worse. And it's just weird because I was like, everyone on YouTube seems to pretty much agree with me on this, and everyone on TikTok wants to murder me in my sleep because I voiced my opinion. And I think that's why people are so afraid to share their opinions because they think that's going to happen to them. And I guess TikTok is not the place to be controversial, clearly, but it's just so crazy how people are so like obsessive with this kind of stuff and they just try to bully you. And I'm like, why though? Like, don't you have anything better to do? Like, relax. It's not that deep. So, yeah. TikTok is very much full of Gen Z kids with a superiority complex. You can say that again. That's part of why I think the comments are so messed up is because it's a bunch of young kids. I'm eating a strawberry. It's a bunch of young kids um, with a superiority complex who think they're like these, you know, all woke beings and like it's crazy. Like, and it's not even like Gen Z people my age. It's like people who are like in middle school, and it's crazy. You could post a video feeding your dog, and someone would try to cancel you. Like, it's really crazy. So I'm curious to see if that'll change, if it will, if people will grow out of it. Because I also think the reason why TikTok comments are so insane is because it's like a really new app, right? And with that comes a lot of anonymity, I think, because not everyone has TikTok or they have it, but they don't use it to like interact with their friends. Whereas Instagram, it's mostly you follow your friends and family and maybe some celebrities, right? But with TikTok, there's a lot more anonymity. So you can just say whatever and nobody knows who you are. And it's very easy to just like dogpile on people because you have no connection to them. Like it's a very isolated platform. So yeah, and that's why I deleted it. I was gonna keep it up just to like see what would happen, but it was like, okay, this is getting a little too much because people started to go on my Instagram and like comment mean stuff and like DM me, and I was like, oh my god, like I literally posted this like 2 hours ago, and now people are coming for me on Instagram. Like, relax, what's happening? How tall are you? Why do people ask me stuff like that? Like, why? I'm 5'3", but I just think it's funny when people ask me stuff like that. Like, what are you gonna do with that information? Yeah, people think I'm taller than I am, which is kind of hilarious. My mom thought I was 5'5". Like, girl, I'm 5'3", but thanks. Thoughts on the chat slash or sorry, thought let me learn how to talk first. Thoughts on the chat and incel slash red pill community. Oh my god, so many thoughts. Obviously, I think you can assume that I don't like incels. Like, I'm a woman, so it's honestly just a bunch of sad boys who don't know how to talk to women. But it's weird because it's like, oh, I can't get pussy, so fuck women. Like, I hate them, and I'm like, that's not gonna help, honey. Like, I'm not really understanding the thought process here. Like, you hate women because they won't sleep with you, so you just talk shit about them. Like, newsflash, but women don't really like that. Surprise! I know it's crazy, but yeah, it's weird because I know this guy who's like who does like red pill stuff or likes that kind of stuff, and I literally DM'd him because I was like, you didn't really strike me as that kind of guy. Like, what's happening? And I guess he likes the way they encourage men to like be like more confident. I don't really know. I don't spend a lot of time on that side of the internet, but I'd say 99.99% of it is just sad men who don't know how to take care of themselves. It's like, you're not unfuckable, Brian. You just need to get a better haircut and like get an acne treatment or like shower daily. Like, I don't understand why you're making it so hard for yourself. Like, it's really not that hard. Have you talked about pick me's? I mean, my video about the cool girl mentality is basically that, but yeah, pick me's are just, they're kind of like female incels, but like in reverse. I feel like they're just so hateful towards their own kind, and it's for what, to cater to men. Like, wow. Congratulations, girl, you've really won at life. You don't respect yourself and you just constantly degrade yourself for the approval of men. That's nice. I forget her name, but there's a video on YouTube that's really good about pick me's. Oh, what's her name? She's like a white British lady. If you know what I'm talking about, comment in the chat. But that was a really good video. I went undercover on an incel website and a pedophile tried to groom me. Well, there you go. No, it's not Jordan Teresa. It's like, she has like brown hair, pretty short hair. Like, yes, Tara Monkey. Yes, thank you. Daily. Sorry, I probably butchered that. All of the MGTOW community will call you unicorn if you ever agree with them on something. They don't like women. I'm sure you. I'm surprised you know so much about it. LOL. I feel like my knowledge isn't really that uh, as like deep as it could be, but I've seen my fair share of the whole incel community on like YouTube and stuff. Thoughts on nice boys? These people fake their persona, acting they're nice, and so desperate it's sad. They will harass you if you don't message them. They're like literally spamming. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think nice guys finish last though. Like, you can be a nice guy, but it's the guys who are like, I'm a nice guy. Like, I'm a nice guy. I'm not like these other guys. Those are the ones that are like, they feel entitled because they're like a decent person and they know how to like somewhat respect women, but like not really. It's like, just be a fucking nice person and you'll be fine. Like, I don't understand. Do you watch Khadijah? Yes, I do. I just discovered her videos recently, like everybody else from T Noir. She has good videos. Do you think the children of the pandemic are going to turn out any different from more at home raising and homeschooling? I've thought about this a lot, actually. Like, how is this going to affect the future generations? Because, yeah, I mean, if I was like in first grade, I feel like I'd be stupid because I'm not learning. Like, I feel so bad for all the little kids who have to learn on computers because it's a very formative part of your development. And I just feel like there's a chance that we all might be dumb. Hopefully not. Hopefully, like in the next couple of years, we'll make up for it. But it's interesting. It's something to think about. And I also wonder, like, are people gonna not have social skills? Like, are we just not gonna know how to talk to people? Like, especially if you're young and you didn't grow up being socialized in the proper way that you should be. I guess we'll find out. Do you like anime? I dabble. I'm not like a full on weeb, but I do enjoy some anime. I like My Hero. I like Death Note. I like the basic ones. I'm not like into like the underground shit. Not that I don't like it. I just don't know enough about it. But yeah, I obviously like Naruto, like everybody. Um, I like Your Line April. That was a really good one. That one's not as popular, but it's about this guy who plays piano. The only thing I didn't like about it is that he cried way too much. It was like, or maybe I'm thinking of My Hero. No, I think the one I'm talking about was also really depressing. But yes, anime is good. Hit me up with those anime recommendations if you have any. What's your type in a guy? I don't know. I like I like people who are artistically inclined to some degree. It's not a requirement, but just nice people. I don't really have like. I mean, my friends would say I have a type, but I mean, it's more coincidence if anything. I like those like Timothy Chalamet looking ass dudes. So, yeah. But I don't really care about looks that much. Like I don't have a preference. Have you ever given a guy a pity date? I know some girls feel like they have, or else the guy will say it's not fair they didn't get a chance at least. Okay, chat. I'm gonna let you guys answer this question. Do you think I've ever given a guy a pity date? Sound off. Yes or no? How would you describe your fashion? I don't know because I dress different every day. I feel like, but I would say like bohemian, but also like Y2K. She's a little unique. Yeah, everyone's saying no. Congrats, you're correct. No, I've never and will never give a man a pity date. Why would I do that? Like that's a waste of time for both of us. It's just like rude. It's like why would I lead somebody on if they like me and like act like I do, but I don't. It's just rude. Um, do you wear a lot of crystals? Do you believe in crystal healing? I do. I'm not as into it as I used to. Like I don't think crystals are gonna like cure cancer or anything, but I think they're nice. I think I like to think that they emit some sort of energy that's protective. This crystal, I've had it for like 2 years, maybe even more. And I swear to God, we're like bound spiritually. Like anytime I think I've lost it, I always find it. Like it's like I don't know. I can't lose it. I mean, knock on wood, but I feel like we're like bound spiritually, if that makes any sense. I don't know. But yeah, I think crystals are fun. It's a great like gateway drug for spirituality. Like if you're new to it, a lot of people start using crystals to get into it. And I think that's a really good way to start your spiritual journey. But now I don't really feel like they're necessary. Like crystals doesn't equal spiritual enlightenment. You know what I mean? Like it's just a fun thing to like be into, but um I don't really think they're like necessary, but they're nice to have around. And I think I mean they do have energy, like everything has energy, but rocks especially, they do hold energy. And that's just science. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Great Pretender. I have seen Attack on Titan, but I've never watched it fully. Full Metal Alchemist, I think I've heard of that. Soul Eater, I've been meaning to watch that. Least favorite star sign. I don't know. I don't really think I have one. Like I think the whole like you're this like fuck you. I can't get along with you. It's like okay, well, it's not that deep. But I will say I've noticed I don't really get along with Aries that much. Like I have a few Aries friends, but I don't really tend to hang around them a lot. Um, but no shade to any Aries out there. Yeah, it's like I can't control so I can't judge somebody off of their birthday. Like, are you kidding? It's so silly. And I think that's why so many people get like butthurt over astrology because I think it's like, oh, if you like astrology, that means you're gonna judge me before getting to know me. And it's like, no girl, it's not that deep. It's just it's just like stars and shit. Like, yeah. Oh, hi Bailey. How you doing? Thanks for joining. My big three is Taurus Sun, Pisces Moon, Aquarius Rising. Comment your zodiac sign. I want to see if there's like a common like sign that's most present. That'd be interesting. Do you want kids? And if yes, do you have names? Yeah, I think I would want children one day. I actually do have a list of names. Is that weird? I'm like, oh, that's a good name. Oh, my friend Gabby just shared her location with me, which means she's going on a date. So wish Gabby luck on her date. Um, I think she's going ice skating, so that's fun. Um, okay. What's the worst birthday gift you've ever gotten or been given? I actually don't know. I'll have to think about that. Leo, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Rising Node, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of Scorpio and Leo, which I love that because those are bad bitch signs if you know astrology. I just feel like Leos and Scorpios, they're cool. Um, Virgo. I'm gonna take a. Oh my god, you guys are so funny. She's gonna love that. I'm taking a picture of the chat. Have you ever wished you were a boy? No. I mean, I wish I had the advantages of being a man, but no. Someone gave me mayonnaise for my birthday. Ew, that's sad. um, how did you find your birth chart? Just go online and search birth chart and put in your birthday and time. Okay, well, so I have yet to see any what have I not seen? Any Aquariuses? No Aquariuses in the house. Libra, it's mostly Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer. Are you a book nerd? Because these violent delights are like an amazing enemies to love. Versus, I do like books. I'm a big fan of books. I've some. I'm a big fan of books. Wow, really well said. Yeah, the last book I read was I started reading Bell Hooks. I don't know if y'all are hip to Bell Hooks, but she's like a Black feminist author. Highly recommend. Um, I just finished Trevor Noah's memoir. It was so good. If you know Trevor Noah, I highly recommend you check out his book. It was so good. Like I got through it so quickly because it was just such an easy read and it was so fascinating. Like I could not believe that was his real life. It was so crazy. But yeah, I love books. You know, I like to educate myself. Um, can you do book reviews? I feel like no one would care if I uploaded a book review, but maybe like I could do like book reviews in like a segment of my other content. Like once I start doing like Twitch or something, maybe I'll like do like monthly book reviews or film reviews. I want to do film reviews because I am a film major. Um, and yes, I'm in college studying film. I love movies. I feel like I don't share that part of my personality or that side of myself on YouTube as much, but I would like to because it's one of my other passions outside of YouTube, obviously. Because I want to try to incorporate more like movies into my videos as well. Like if you've seen if you've seen my video about the cool girl thing, I talked about um what's the name of the movie? Oh my god. uh there's something about Mary. Yeah. So yeah, I just like movies. That's all I'm trying to say. Do you? Uh, book recommendations. Like I said, Trevor Noah's memoir. I also recommend Educated. That's also a memoir. I forget the name of the author, but it's about this girl who grew up in a Mormon household in like Utah or something. And oh, it's so crazy. Like, I can't believe it. It's her real life story. Very fascinating stuff. My favorite movie is Coraline. Best film of all time. Loved that movie since I was like 12. Um, I also like Charlie Kaufman's work, so like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Being John Malkovich, Synecdoche, New York. Love that book. Educated is trash. They made it read it in school. Well, girl, we were not reading the same book because that book is incredible. Um, yeah, everyone says they're afraid of Coraline, but I love that movie. I think the reason people don't like that movie is because they were too young when they watched it and it freaked them out. Because Coraline is marketed as a kids movie, but it's really dark. Like that shit is scary. Um, but I like that kind of like creepy stuff, like Tim Burton and things like that. Coraline is not a Tim Burton film, though. Common misconception. Victor Victoria. I've never heard of that. What's it about? Why were you born? Oh my god. Such a good movie. There's this guy named Karsten Ranquist here on the YouTubes, and he makes film reviews. He's like my favorite film channel, and he made an amazing, amazing video about Coraline and like the spider symbols in the film, or like not just spiders, but insects. So good. I definitely recommend you go check his videos out. And his last video about Malcolm and Marie was really good. Um, Thoughts on Bridgerton? I feel like they tried and they failed. Like, I just don't think they were doing what they thought they were doing because they were like, oh, we're gonna like create this alternate reality where racism doesn't exist. And I'm like, okay, like interesting choice, but we I can get down with it. I can get down with that. Like, okay, let's see. And then they were like, actually, all of the black characters are gonna be mixed. At least the speaking characters are gonna be mixed. The one black character that does speak is the fucking villain. And all the other dark skinned characters are just background people. It was just giving me very much colorism vibes, and I was like really confused. Also, I didn't finish the season because I couldn't do it, but apparently they address race in the show, which makes it even more confusing because it's like, all right, so black people can coexist with white people. Like, I guess this is just like an alternate reality. Okay. But then they're like, oh, we have to work harder than these white folk. Because I guess like it was like a recent shift in society that black people were like equal, or people of color were equal to white people. But it just like doesn't make sense for the universe of the show. So yeah, Bridgerton, they tried, but they did not succeed. Yes, I do like Tim Burton movies. I don't know if I have a favorite. Actually, I do have a favorite. It's Edward Scissorhands. Oh my god. Best movie I've ever, well, I shouldn't say best movie. Actually, fun fact, I tried to make a film reaction review thing that the YouTubers do on here to Edward Scissorhands, and it got copyright striked, and I couldn't upload it. And I tried so hard to get it on my channel, but it just wouldn't work because I want to do like movie film reviews, like I was saying. And I thought my commentary on the movie was so good, if I'm gonna be honest. And I will never be able to show you that video because YouTube hates me. What do you think of J.K. Rowling trying to make the Harry Potter universe more diverse? For example, Dumbledore being gay and Hermione being black. I was thinking about this. Sorry. I was just thinking about this because I just did a Harry Potter marathon. And I was like, damn, y'all really thought you can make Hermione black. Like, she's white. Like, we all know this. You don't have to pretend like she's black like 20 years later. Like, girl, come on. I think she was just trying to get, like, points from, like, I don't know, Twitter or something. It's like, stop. It's fine. I was thinking about how we all have a dark, toxic side, and we usually do a lot to change it, but I've seen that accepting it is better. Have you struggled with accepting your dark side in the past? Um, I don't know if necessarily struggled because I feel like I've always been pretty accepting of my emotions. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Like, I've definitely had like dark thoughts that I'm like, "Ooh, I don't want to think about that." But yeah, I mean, it is important to accept those parts of yourself because it's still a part of you. Like, we can't be all happy and positive all the time. Like, we all have our dark side, and we can use it to our advantage if we know how to do it. Are you writing a film and planning to release it? No, but I would like to one day. I would like to make a video. I would like to make a film about like being a suburban black teen, like Lady Bird, not like Waves. Everyone always says that when I bring this up. I mean, yeah, kind of, but no. Like Waves is a good movie, but I don't want to make that movie. I would like to make a video of. Why do you keep saying video? I would like to make a film that just shows like what it's like to be black in America and like not be running from the cops because not all of us are just like struggling. Like we are normal people. So I'd like to make a movie like that. I feel like if people are going to be racially representative, do it properly or just don't do it because you can tell when it's forced. Exactly. Like if you want diversity, then do it right. Like people can see through it when you're just trying to force people of color into a film so people don't like cancel you or whatever or criticize you. And it's like I'd rather see a well done film with an all white cast than some lukewarm commentary about race or whatever, putting black people as background character. Like it's so disingenuous. Like it's really not that hard to write characters of color. Thoughts on new movies using black actors to portray people that were originally white. Um, like The Little Mermaid. That's like the only one I can think of. I mean, I don't really care. It would be different if it were like a historical figure. I think that. I mean, actually, I can't even say that because Hamilton exists. Um, but yeah, I don't really care. Again, as long as I do it right and it's not like just like a random choice they made to seem more like woke. Like every decision in a film needs to be deliberate and well thought out. Don't like just do things to do it. Are there any YouTubers that you would want in your films? I don't think I would hire YouTubers to be in my films necessarily, but it would be cool to like collab with other YouTubers. Although collaborating kind of scares me. Like it's not really as big of a thing as it used to be. Like I feel like everybody used to make collabs, but yeah, it would still be cool to like meet some YouTubers and stuff. Who do you like watching on YouTube right now? I'm really enjoying. Sorry, I had a burp. Actually, let me just pull it up because I am blanking right now. Like I mentioned, I watch Karsten. I watch, um damn, who do I watch on YouTube? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Wanna know a secret? Oh my god, I'm kind of embarrassed of this. I mean, I shouldn't be, but I've been watching James Charles videos recently. Like, I was never a James Charles fan. I find him kind of annoying most of the time. I still do, but his content can be entertaining sometimes, okay? Um, I like, uh Nick DeRamio. He makes videos about like he like critiques YouTubers like short films and music videos, and it's so helpful as a film major. I'm always like taking notes when I look at his videos. Mina Lay, she makes historical fashion videos. I love her channel. Also Modern Girls, I love their channel. Jordan Teresa, T Noir, I've been watching pretty recently. Obviously, I watch Tiffany Ferg. The list goes on. What do you think about the hate you give that first time you saw it? I know it came out a while ago. I don't really remember a lot from that movie. It didn't really do a lot for me, honestly. I was like, oh, black people getting shot from the police. Tell me something I don't know. Have you ever been to the DMV? Girl, I'm from the DMV. I'm from Maryland. Will you have the stream somewhere? What do you mean? What's on YouTube? How do you feel about K-pop? I don't listen to K-pop, but I think the world of K-pop is very interesting. Like the way they treat their idols is kind of scary. Honestly, like it's kind of alarming how intense these stars are treated and like all the training that they have to do. It's really crazy. I was thinking about doing a video on K-pop. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but there's a documentary about Blackpink on Netflix, and that was a really interesting movie to watch as someone who doesn't really know much about K-pop. Um, but yeah, I just feel like they're so disposable, like because their turnout is so quick. There's just like a new K-pop group coming out every day, and they come out with like 20 albums in a year, and it's really intense. I don't know how they do it. I think the hate you give is more so for the white people to open their eyes because of the name the hate you give. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. The thing is white people aren't watching movies like that. Like I know some people may watch them if they want to educate themselves, which is great, but I feel like 90% of the people who watch those films are black people because white people see movies like that and they're like, "Oh, well that's not for me." You know, like they're not seeing the hate you give and being like, "Oh, yes, time to educate myself." Like I'm sure if you're like some woke white person and you care about that stuff, they do, but I feel like most of the time it's just black people watching those movies, and it's like it would make more sense if white people watch those movies because then it's like, okay, like they're learning about the reality of other people's lives, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, will I save it? I guess. I think you can watch them afterwards. I This is the first time I've ever streamed, so I don't really know how this shit works, but yeah, if I can save it, I will. You should try the channel Clever and Chic. Oh, I do. I do watch their videos. I liked their video about Jenny Humphrey. That was a good one. Uh, Ever been to England? I have been to England super long time ago because I have family from there. My mom is from England. Um, so, yes, I would like to go back, but that obviously won't happen anytime soon. What's your favorite food? Ramen, I think, or sushi. I love sushi. I used to be a vegetarian for like 5 years, and then recently I started eating fish again, and I'm so happy that I I did, like, sorry to the fishies, I know, but, like, I love food. I couldn't help myself. Did you hear about the serial killer in Brooklyn? Yes, I did. Someone posted that on my story, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It was like, "Don't go on the A train because there's somebody, like, killing people." I was like, "Oh my god, like, what the fuck?" So, yeah, if you're in New York, stay safe. I don't live in Brooklyn, but yeah, scary. What's a country do you like? Like, a country I'd like to visit? Yeah. Um, I would love to go to France like every other bitch, because it's just I do know a little bit of French, and I do know somebody who lives there, so I feel like I have all the reason to go. I would also love to go to Japan. Oh my god, I wanna go to Japan so badly, or Korea. I'd also like to go to Amsterdam, I feel like that would be fun. Um, One of my family members went there last year, and they looked like they were having a great time, so yes, I can't wait to travel. Oh my god, like one of my dreams with YouTube is to like, you know, get enough money to travel the world and make travel content cuz I love that stuff. So yeah. What type of music do you listen to? I listen to a lot of R&B and hip hop. I also like indie music. I listen to anything honestly. I don't really listen to country that much. I mean, I listen to, like, Casey Musgraves. That's as close as I'll get to country, or, like, old school Taylor Swift. I used to have a very intense Taylor Swift phase when I was younger. I know, hard to believe, but yeah, I'm gonna sh talk about my favorite songs and artists right now. I've been obviously listening to a lot of Positions because I'm still obsessed with it, and the deluxe album is coming out in like a few days, which I'm really excited for. Um, I've been listening to a lot of Kanye West recently. I don't know why, just yeah. I've been listening to Bryson Tiller's latest album. I feel like it's so underrated. Like was talking about it when it came out. I didn't even listen to it once when it came out, but then I was watching Nathan Zed's live stream, and he was like, "Oh, this album is so good," and I was like, "Oh shit, like I need to get on that." I've also been listening to a lot of like music from my childhood, like early 2000s pop music. I don't know. I feel like I'm just in a really nostalgic mood. I think it's a way of me coping with getting older. I'm like, adulthood, please stop. I'll just revert back to childhood as much as I can. Do you have any hair growth tips? Have you tried rice water? No and no. I don't know. Um, I keep my hair in protective styles like all the time. So I mean that helps your hair grow, protective styles. Um, did a big chop recently trying to grow it back. Well, congratulations. I think that'll help the big chop. But yeah, I guess do protective styles if you like that. Yeah, I don't really have many hair growth tips. Sorry. Um, who's Gina Carano? Computer Love by Elliot Trent. I feel like I've heard of that. Computer Love. I'm sure I've heard it. I just don't recognize the name. Yeah, something about that early 2000s music just hits different. Like I've been listening to a lot of Britney Spears, specifically the Blackout album. It's a banger. Like I remember being like what I don't know, remember when that album came out, but I was really young, and my mom and I would just listen to that in the car like every single day. It's just so good, like bop after bop. Circus is also a great album. Damn, that black hair Brittany phase was truly a time in pop culture history. Oh, speaking of what, oh, hi Mervin. um, Happy Valentine's Day to you and your boo. I saw your Snapchat. I saw your Instagram story is very cute. Um, have you ever watched Glee? Have I ever watched Glee? I've watched that show at least like 3 to 5 times. Like, I am a Glee stan, even though it's kind of cringy sometimes. Like, as a theater kid, I feel very seen by that television show. Very special place in my heart. Love Ryan Murphy. He makes great work. Um, have you Justin Bieber back? Avril Lavigne is for everybody, okay? Don't ever let somebody tell you that white people music, like, what is that? I used to get that all the time. Oh, you listen to white people music. Like, girl, what? Black people invented rock and roll. What are you talking about? Gina Carano's the woman who played Cara Dune on The Mandalorian. She got cut from the show because she said some really whack stuff. What did she say? Was it racist? It's always racist, isn't it? Or like homophobic or something. Did you hear about Justin Timberlake saying sorry to Brittany? I actually did, just because I watch Honest here on YouTube as well. He makes like music content. Love his work. um, I don't really have an opinion on the whole thing. I mean, actually, no, I do because it's so annoying how female artists or female public figures in general just get dragged through the mud because these men, like Brittany, I don't even know if she cheated on her or him, but like the way he went about it was really immature and like he knew what he was doing, and the fact that he was always seen as like the victim and everyone sided with him and then just like trashed Brittany is so stupid. Like, I'm so tired of seeing shit like that. Like, it's so misogynistic. It's just bullshit. But yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna hop off in a few minutes. So if you have any last minute questions, we're just gonna do like a speed round and then I'm gonna log off for today. But I'm very happy that you guys decided to join. A lot more people were here than I expected. So thank you for that. I was afraid I was just gonna be sitting here staring at myself for like an hour. So yes, thank you. I can't wait to do more of these because this is really fun. Um, so yeah, okay, I think that's it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for talking with me. Happy Valentine's Day, and yeah, have a good day.